Hello, and happy Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday, everyone. And welcome back to another episode of Vic got too much free time on his hands, so he plays some Rogue Trader. I thought about playing some Warcraft 3 today, but as it stands, I had to delete all my save games. And even with cheats, it will take a little bit to get back to the point where I was last time, so that's probably going to be more of a thing for next week. Hence, I was playing this now. But that's fine, because this is still a very, very good game, so nothing wrong with playing it. Nothing at all. So yeah, last time we just did some more exploring around the usual stuff, but we also had our first run-in with the Dark Eldar, who are apparently prowling some of our colonies and shipping lanes. And we got an information that this planet, which actually doesn't belong to our dynasty but to the Winterscale dynasty, that this planet is about to be attacked. And so we rushed there to lend our aid. Wait. And let's investigate. Looks like we're a bit late. I mean, there's corpses already. But it's lying face down, its strict fingers clinging to the ground. This woman had her spine broken, that she was allowed to crawl in the vain hope of escape. That noblewoman is staring at the sky with unblinking eyes. Her fingers have been thoroughly broken, and a tangle of intestines light on her slashed abdomen. Yep. Petty cruelty sounds like Dark Eldar at work again. We saw similar things at the last planet we visited, the mining planet of, I forgot the name, something 6. Turned its ribs inside out. Corpse missing its eyes, nose and lips. Check with the main mouth, the teeth and tongue were also torn up before death. It looks like they were just having like a kind of picnic or something here on the beach. And then what turned from a picnic, they were just picked off. Haha, yeah, I know. Amazing humor here at work again. It's really just one bottle of wine. Nice.
Follow my lead!
Face and hands are twisted in a paroxysm of death throes. The victim's last moments were full of torment. Ah, we'll get the bastards though.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
We'll get... Xenoslore. Well, we have Heinrichs with us, who has a very respectable 90 Xenoslore.
There.
A new challenge.
Jai would have even more, but
Intriguing.
I'm not a big fan of Jai, so she can just stay home. Heinrich seems more like the man for
I won't tolerate weakness.
killing snubby knife ears. So I might like take pity on them or something. Ah, there they are.
At last. You took your time coming to meet me, monkey.
Sees an orange black armor turns his head to you. His thin, pale face is covered in tattoos and blood splatters. After a moment, his thin lips stretch into a crooked, unpleasant smile. A couple of seconds pass before you realize that the elucidator is silent. Zeus is addressing you in low Gothic.
Hold your foul tongue, abomination. Such filth will not use that tone with the Emperor's chosen.
You say it, Abelard. Tell him.
Why? I sent an invitation by way of the cattle that dwelt on this world. And the chosen has so obediently appeared. How are my words anything but the
This
truth?
guy is going to die. My, this beast can speak our language.
Speaking your language is slightly less trying for my patience than being forced to listen to a monkey machine butchering our tongue. Besides, I want you to understand well what I'm about to tell you.
Well, go on then, man.
How is it that out of all of your kind, you're the only one to discover our feasts in advance?
I don't know, ask Heinrich.
Usually you're all so slow and sluggish that my kin have always been enough time to leave the battlefield before aid arrives. But still, time and time again, your dogs have been there to stand in the Cabal's way.
But I've been wondering myself, like, how Heinrichs, or rather the agent who works for Heinrichs, has been able to get his hands on that information. So maybe they have a turncoat in the Cabal's ranks or something?
That thing is perceptive.
I command substantial resources. Well, I can do another coercion thing and try and get under his skin. Aggravating, is it not? Having someone best you at your own game?
Do not try my patience, monkey.
Well, you're smarter than me, then.
And? That's it? Just an assertion that your kind are not as brainless as you appear to be? This answer does not satisfy me.
Sadly, your satisfaction is not my problem.
I will tell you this, monkey. I know you might be lying to me, or you might even be unaware of who is guiding your hand. In any case, I have grown quite tired of your attempts to delay the inevitable. Surely you too have run yourself ragged, chasing us between the stars. Let us put an end to this. Finish this standoff. My forces against yours, once and for all.
That's fine with me. Once and for all. Let's settle it.
You wander among the stars, so you must know of this place. An ancient reach, where the echo of stellar
Why don't we
agony
settle right
rings
here?
Still. A place that serves as a graveyard for old stars, still filled with residual emissions and glittering dust. The place that buried your wreck, stuffed full of delicious, frightened monkey, and the horrors that devoured them. The threshold of our domain. Your kind call it the Cinerus Maleficum. That is where our disputes will be settled. The Cabal of the Reaving Tempest will be waiting for you, monkey. Do not come unarmed.
Oh, you finished pontificating? I think I dozed off there for a second. Do you mind repeating the whole thing from the start? The mask of composure vanishes from the Zenus's face. Spitting out a florid, vehement tirade, he draws his weapon. Ah, we're setting it right now. But is he really so foolish as to try and engage me
Enjoy your luck
on his
while you
own?
still draw breath.
Did he really just shoot me and then... Huh?
Die, inhuman scum!
Okay, we do get to fight.
Dare to disappoint me.
I did take an injury. And he himself is nowhere to be seen. Oh, they have a slith. Oh, that's cool. Okay, does have a lot of armor. That's not so cool. And high dodge. Okay, this thing is going to be interesting, but nice that they have it in the first place. A slith. Sabotage of Cabalites, a slith. A Sybarite, whatever that is. Blast pistol. And an incubus. That's probably also going to be quite strong. Ah, the armor depends on how many wounds it has. Alright. Okay, this is level 4 threat. This as well. Okay, characters into position. Let's see. Rogue Trader here. Cassia next to him. Let's put Pascal over there. Okay, oh no, okay. Let's put Argenta there and Pascal there then. Rick's gonna take that cover for now. Abelard can take that cover for now. Right.
Not a problem for me. Already done.
But yeah, the man himself, or the beast, the fiend himself, he just ran off, so sadly we will have to actually chase him across the bloody stars. Oh well. Okie dokie. Dodge zone here. Ranged fire zone. I can't get both Argenta and Pascal.
Nothing I
Let's get
can't
Pascal. And frontline. Let's put it here for
do. Not a
now.
problem for me.
Try to anticipate a bit where they're going to go. I don't have the range for this. Could advance, but I think I have a pretty good position here. 42. 42.
All too easy.
Rookies! Ah!
I think I hit Abelard. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Okay. Overwhelming I can use later, I think. That would be better. See if I can get Heinrichs more up front. Like here, perhaps? Oh, they have a warrior here on the flank. I didn't see that guy. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Argenta, Sybarite, Blade Master. Then it's this guy's turn. Where's Heinrichs in this order?
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Let's get him there.
High momentum.
You already have high momentum. Okay, Heinrichs is pretty late. That's not good. Let's not use the heroics yet. 37, 20%. Probably have like super high dodge. 63. Okay, this guy's 95.
I am his
Give him
will
a
made
firepower.
manifest. Faith without deeds is worthless.
You will not withstand my vengeance!
Too much damage yet.
Doubt is for the weak. For you, my emperor!
Can still go for one more attack. Give him more versatility stacks. And do the whole thing again. Now her damage starts going up. Yep, that's better. I'm trying to flee. Oh, that's like an officer. They also have an officer kind. Yep, stay in that zone. He doesn't go for Heinrichs. He still hits. I forgot to equip medkits again. That's not good. That's not good at all. What's your range?
If only that were possible.
Target is too far. If I place her here, he can give one to Heinrichs.
Drowned in scarlet.
And then go back. I don't need Veil Degradation right now. I could try and move the Cabalite warrior out of cover there. And it works. Nice. It's the extra turn. Could give it to Abelard.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Might not. Then you can do the
At your beck and call.
defense buff for everyone around him. Now you give me some damage. Blazebuster seems to be rather squishy, actually. Now let's
I'm
go
not
for this one.
accustomed to being ordered around.
You've unleashed my fury.
So, we're dealing with a level 3 guy here. Oh, just a level 2 guy. Okay, yeah. So some prey. One for the slith. One for the incubus. What do you get when you kill a level 4 guy? Critical damage and critical hit shots at the end of combat. Ah, and it even triggers on level 3 people. Oh, that's quite good.
The Omnissiah knows all.
Since the warriors are level 3 people. Five is not quite enough. Will I trigger the slith, the incubus, the warrior back there?
Running binary
Put some analysis on the slith for later.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Good chance on that. Ah, crap. Oh, I didn't shoot. Oh, well. Oh, he attacks twice. That's not good.
Just a minor setback.
Yeah, Abelard. Made of adamantium. That's nasty. That's nasty. Okay.
Not sanctioned to do this.
Come on, look at me that.
For the throne's glory.
Buff yourself. Okay, the fight is going to be harder than I thought. Could go for an area attack, but it doesn't deal as much damage as I would like. Okay, we need to swarm enemy on the
But of
incubus.
course, Lord Captain.
Plus an opening.
Let's see to it.
That's better.
I won't object to it. The Inquisition sends their
Much
regards.
better.
For the throne's glory.
My revenge will be delectable!
Okay, Abelard. We have this guy coming there. I think I need you to intercept.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
I don't want him to get Cassia or someone. Only 48%, I see.
I will do my duty.
And then buff defense first. Can you taunt? They're all too far away.
Indeed.
Not good. Not good at all.
Already done.
Your last stroke of luck.
I should have retreated a little bit or something. Go find some better cover. Move that zone over here.
Not a problem for me.
Good to cover. I actually can't see anyone. Can see the guy up there. Barely.
I'll do it.
Woe to you!
Extra turn.
As the Emperor commands, I am.
That's better. Ah, it's even a kill. Or it should be. Not quite. Getting there. Is he bleeding or something perhaps? Fresh injury, exploit. No, he's not bleeding. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Doing on one out of sight. This isn't that high. Ah. Okay, fine. Her normal turn then.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Shoot through Abelard, please.
Doubt is for the weak.
At least one. Costs 1 AP less and does not count towards the attack limit per turn. One more attack. Guaranteed hit. There we go. I think I'm setting in that dodge zone. Okay, Blade Master goes for Abelard. That's ideal. Need to buff him again.
If I may.
Can't see him, can't see him.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
This guy needs to go. Is he bleeding or something? Mobilized, exploit, Eye of Oblivion. Just blast him.
Isn't this a job for the
please.
serfs? Another fur painted black. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay, this one is for free. Then let's see, snipe
As the
him.
Emperor commands, I act. With you, my Emperor.
Still not quite. 6 hit points,
Faith
come on.
without deeds is worthless.
Look at that Eldar. And he gets still one more attack. Can't target any of those. Can go for the Blade Master, the Warrior.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Oh, Abelard suffers some damage.
Pay for this in blood.
Alright.
I won't go down easy.
Well, I wouldn't hope so, Abelard, Heinrichs, I wouldn't hope so.
Naturally.
No, are you still my sworn enemy thing? Is that still active? No, that's gone. Maybe I should go for the Blade Master instead.
But of course, Lord Captain.
So sworn enemy here, aim for the opening here. Area attack again, that worked quite well last time.
To it. Be gone.
Yep, there goes the Incubus. And the Blade Master is pretty much dead as well.
Let's see to it.
But let's just speed it up.
Your reckoning is due.
Very good, and such the tide has turned. So now we're only dealing with the Slith, the Warrior, and the Coward over there.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant.
Nice line.
I won't object to it.
Give me that Warrior.
I will tear your heart out for this.
Really?
Let's see to it.
Impressive, but should still just drop from timed effects.
Victory is imminent.
I didn't expect to actually get hit, huh? Oh, can you taunt the Slith? Ah. Just barely
At
enough.
your beck and call. I will do my duty.
I'm done with this one.
Agony. What a pleasure.
If you say so, man. Okay, let's move the frontline zone to here.
Suits my purposes.
And go for overwhelmed. One is too far, sadly. And still buffer Gent a little bit.
Nothing I can't do.
High momentum.
Project unlimited range. Let's give one to
My
Heinrichs
time is now.
so that he can go for the Slith
I
opening
won't object to it.
and spawn enemy.
For the throne's glory.
Charge attack. And it's overwhelmed. So this suffers. Oh yeah, basically no ballistic skill left. Quite nicely done.
The Emperor is on our side.
Does this buff? No, it doesn't stack. I mean,
Let's see to it.
still the Slith is in quite a bind now.
I'll pass.
Okay, good to darling.
I will bathe
Go
this
over here,
battlefield
please.
in righteous fury.
Let's see if we can just
As the Emperor commands, I act.
go for the Blade Master here.
I'll do it. That is a prayer.
Not bad.
As the Emperor commands, I act. You, my Emperor.
Not bad at all.
Doubt is for the weak.
I don't want to kill Abelard, so I have to stick to single fire. No, coming out of his hole, eh? Okay, Cassia. I think it's time to move her.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Can I actually target... Oh, it's just one tile too far, but... I can, of course.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Try and force him, it doesn't work. Your test succeeded. It was worth the effort.
I am a navigator, not a servant. That is foolishness.
Too far again.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh! Alright. Yeah, this thing is dead.
Focus, Van Kellogg's. Focus.
You're fine, man. You're just fine. Don't worry about it. You can't actually reach it. You have to cover for now. You never know what... Actually, what are you armed with? Ah, the blast pistol. Yeah. Let's lure it closer first.
I won't object to it.
But maybe... Is it in range for the psi power? No, it's too far.
High momentum.
Okay then.
At your beck and call. Indeed. At your beck and call.
I think the zones and everything are fine. Actually too far right now. Let's just wait a turn. Oh yeah, we still have Argenta, that's right. Could put her behind Abelard actually. Use his I'm actually cover skill.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Oh. That settles it. Quite nicely. But I do just need to turn the lights on really quick, so be right back. Right. Okay, harder fight than I had hoped for. Pascal got it pretty bad. What does he have? Head trauma, intelligence is reduced. Ah, that's his key. And ballistic skill. Those are his key attributes. Venom blades. Reinforced Cabalite armor. Looks like this warden died if I could even raise his weapon. Well, they are fast. Reinforced incubus armor. Medium. Was that a splinter rifle? Two-handed? Rate of fire? It's like an assault rifle, basically. A toxic assault rifle.
Victory awaits!
A cape. Embroidered cloak. Once there are a bonus to persuasion, whenever the wearer is affected by an ally's ability, they gain more dodge until the end of combat and it stacks.
None shall stand.
Didn't expect that on a random Cabalite warrior. The little one is pinned to the ground with the blade of their own broken dagger. It was plunged right under the chin to ensure that the victim slowly choked to death.
Operation successful.
Gabriel's body was masterfully disemboweled. His many implants were removed, after which, judging by the amount of blood, the victim lived for a while longer. Blast pistol. Well, it could be something for Jai, perhaps.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Oh, you did just fine. Ooh. Oh, that looks quite nice. Arm of the Undaunted, medium armor. The attacking abilities cost more, but gain more critical hit chance. And the base armor property is based on Lore Imperium. And a bolt pistol. 14 to 16 damage. Deadly precision. Additional hit chance, decent range. That was a nice find. Oh, this was just a shortcut down then, okay.
Experience?
So don't have to
Nothing
run the
matters
entire
more.
thing.
A new challenge for me.
Good, we killed some more of those sick bastards. Sadly, we didn't get the head honcho. But Grantis is safe for now. There's that bug again, so let me just load really quick. And go to the bridge for some equipment shifting around. So, Jai. You have an Enforcer Light Carapace. You can't actually equip this. Why not? Drukhari equipment. But isn't this also Drukhari equipment? Weapon proficiency, okay, never mind. So the armor I can just send to cargo. Right. But let's check your pistols and your sword. You've got an Eldari chainsword at the moment. I did find... Here's some dagger, one-handed. Wasn't there also something else? Was it this one? Ah yes, this Eldar weapon, Fractal Blade. Very high parry bonus. It's a little less damage, but more armor penetration though. So let's give her that. Eldar chainsword can go to cargo. And maybe also the Scorpion skin in the other hand when she goes melee. Enough for her pistols. Rate of fire. So they're both built around high rate of fire so far. See the splinter pistol. Shuriken pistol. Shoots a bit faster, but not farther. So I think I'll replace the Shuriken with a blast pistol. Send that one to cargo. Put our talents again. Commanding voice, leader's assault. So she's got dual weapon combat, that's fine. Attack from the second hand does not cost any additional AP. That's good. Some movement point stuff. Wait, she's an iconoclast? But it doesn't oh, now it shows, okay. She used to have no points at all. Now I'm still dogmatic. She's still a heretic. He's less dogmatic than me. She's very dogmatic. He's still an iconoclast. He's also dogmatic. And she's dogmatic and iconoclast. Interesting. Maybe she was inspired by me. So back to this. We've got this bowed pistol. This is a better bowed pistol. So there you go. It's better in every regard. More range, more damage, hit chance. What are you wearing right now? Sin skin. A bit more dodge if the agility is higher than 40, but it's just 5. So this could be interesting for her. More critical hit chance. Makes shooting more expensive for her though. The base armor property is Lore Imperium divided by 10, which would be like 3.5 points. So right now she has 25. That does give her more armor. Well, it actually changes her appearance, I never noticed that. Though it's hard to see. So this would make her attacks quite costly, but she would gain a lot of critical hit chance for it. Let's see, I have neither really extremely good dodge nor extremely good armor. Do kinda like the normal look. Did I find anything else that's kinda cool? Oh, the Shuriken pistol can go to cargo. The normal force sword. I think they can also go to cargo. So there's that multi-melter and stuff like that. Can she equip that even? Oh no, she doesn't have the proficiency, never mind. Oh yes, that's important. Medkits. We have one of these and one of these. He just takes 2 normal ones. And why doesn't it work? But hey Oompa, if something is wrong with the chatbot, it seems. So I'm sorry for that. But I don't know why it's not working. Remember what Necron said to appearing people after they had scared turns away, get off my lawn. Don't they say that to everyone? Regardless of whether they scare turns away or not. But why doesn't the chat commands work? Custom commands, they're active. Chatbot is also supposedly active. Let's see. No. I don't know, I don't hear them. Didn't get the hey you've been streaming or like Vic's online message either though, so yeah, something is wrong. But how are you doing? How's your Sunday been? Okay, so we got explore the systems of the Sonorous Maleficum Nebula. So we have to go all across the galaxy again. People 7, profit factor. A plastic bag full of edible stuff. Are you still at that jam thing? And what kind of edible stuff? Good, finished. Is there like, I don't know, a prize at the end or something? Or like a voting? Something like that? So we have to go all the way up here again. Which was where I was in the beginning. Before I got called away, so... Travel. What's this? Blood-covered creatures. Oh yeah, the one where they just throw tarps over it and call it a day. The bad mood. Why so? What happened? Oh, this was a new one. The fire broke out on one of the decks during the warp voyage. The raging disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo and damaging the interior plating. No guilty parties were found. While clearing out the rubble, a few people claimed the soot on the plastical beams from lines in a cryptic alien language not known to humans. The delirious workers were executed and their bodies disposed of in the proper manner. The game ended uploaded, tada. So, that's not a bad thing, is it? Okay, so Janus requires my attention. Because, I don't know, because, why? Ah, nice, I got the warp guys, so security's in the positive again. So I could now stuff the mechanicals for more efficiency. Or... go for the Derusion thing. What does it block again? The Extractor Metallica. Yeah, that's the pirate thing, don't want to do that, but this could be good. For the Extractiums. Well, Dreamless is... Dreamless is... Wait, this blocks Envirodome. Gives me efficiency and I gain commerce and hit chance. Envirodome is more expensive. Gives me complacency and security. And I gain toxic damage resistance. Don't think what's this. I mean, security would be nice to have. Complacency, I've got plenty already. Efficiency would be quite good actually, so let's go for ergonomics here instead. Just drug them. And go to Janice, see what's up there. Goddamn, I can't speak. That cycle again, same as before. Now, what troubles you people? The depth, or the debt. The Chartist trading partner cannot pay their dues on time. The colony hopes for your intervention. Let's see. Threaten the Chartist against security, but I've got plenty of that. Offer a loan, I gain efficiency. Or I wait. I gain profit factor. I do like profit factor. I gain a lot of jewelry boxes. Because I have problems doing stuff with the rotor engine. Let's see, efficiency. It doesn't have that much efficiency, Janice. So efficiency affects the resource output of the planet. But profit factor is profit factor. What does Janus produce? It produces food and chemicals mostly. And I think promethium as well. Let's go for efficiency here. Once caught in your web, the Chartist is forced to give up their autonomy and become a submissive vessel. I got much more chemicals now, much more promethium. Can I build anything with that? Not really. Curtis had problems doing stuff with the rotor engine. I thought you were building in Unity. Let's need more people. Okay, so now I need to go up there. So here, here, here. Those routes are all safe. Oh, I can just double click. Nice. Make this safe as well. I wonder if that... what was it? King of Distortion event is still available. Because I didn't manage to do it last time. There's also still an unscanned planet there. Can't have that. It's all Unity's fault for not doing things correct last year. Okay, but what's the difference between Rodot and Unity then? Oh, landing site and provisions. Where's my bloody... crap, just a second. I want my pen, my proper pen. So this has provisions too. What is stupid? Unity is less stupid. Why are you doing it on Rodot then? If you already know that it's not that good. Do I have holy relics? No. Got a lot of... oh no, I do have... ah, not completely holy gifts, okay. Do need a few more holy gifts. Is there anything I can stuff in there that counts as holy gifts? not really. Okay. Let's explore this then. Wasteland Wayfarer. Think you got the most perfect idea. Let's make developers pay us for each installation that players do. What, really? How's that supposed to work? That sounds like a completely retarded idea. Okay, so what the hell is this? Is just some crashed ship or... I'm locked.
Let us see what I found.
What did you find?
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I'm not surprised that it isn't well received.
My house would be
You
proud
hear a
of
strange
me.
sound that reminds you of dripping water, or the clattering of something sharp against metal. Yeah, I got what you were trying to say. Don't worry about it.
I won't tolerate weakness.
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia, I would probably go still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
Oh, they're bonding. How nice.
Duty prevails.
Ah, nice. More melter charges. Perfect. As the lead developer of Rust told that they would have paid. But how do they track that? How many installations players do? Because if they want to get paid per installation, they have to know how many there are. There are like implications of that. The Vox Cleric? What the hell is this place? It's just like some radio station? A thick diary filled with entries written in neat, precise handwriting. Its author was documenting the events of his life with thoroughness bordering on obsession. After browsing through its pages, the following entries catch your attention. Watch 1. Never thought this day would come. I'm addressed as Master Captain once more. Many times did I swear never to venture into the void again during those 2 terror years I spent among the mangled ruins of the unheralded Reckoning's Bridge. Unfortunately, life in a gravity well didn't bring me peace. Reverend Hieronymus promised me that performing a selfless feat of devotion would bring me serenity. Maybe he's right. But I'm still writing this journal during the long nights to keep my sanity. Just like I did for 2 years there and 7 terror years after that here. We'll see if I'll be able to live without the somewhere that is our void wanderer's destination. Watch 237. Chris reported hearing strange noises from the ventilation shafts for a 3rd time. Alas, I'm charged with pilgrims, not seasoned voidsmen. The venture scares them, and they've already managed to make up their share of absurd ghost stories. I asked Reverend Gravik to calm them down. He is the official head of the pilgrimage, so they ought to listen to him. The vent inspection is finished. Just as expected, there was nothing to worry about. Just some torn tubing striking the hull. Reverend Hieronymus was wrong. Faith does not bring me peace. I prefer not to take any sides in the theological dispute that has broken out aboard our vessel, ignoring the debates altogether. I'll let Reverend Gravik handle it. I'm slightly concerned about the schism. But as long as both groups are peaceful and agree to follow my orders, they can bicker and chat all they want. The great day has arrived. The White Wanderer has successfully landed on the planet's surface. I wonder if it'll ever leave it. The settlement is already being built down the hill. Its official colonial designation is A3649, Menoris. But Reverend Gravik said he's going to name it Jesevin. When we first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and the nourishes used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've ceased any and all communication. Today the last pilgrims left the Wanderer for Jesevin. I'm alone once again. They invited me to go with them, but I made them an excuse about needing to keep watch at the reactor since my ship is still used for powering the settlement. Truth be told, I just didn't want to go with them. They say less than 1,000 pilgrims are still loyal to Gravik. The services at the main temple are performed by the Norrises, and the St. Druse's statue is cut only up to its knees. I can't understand their beliefs, but I don't think they will help me more than Reverend Romanos' faith. I was awoken in the night by a dozen pilgrims from Jessamine. They were armed and scared and said the Norrises had arrested Reverend Gravik. They were bewildered and didn't know what to do, wanting me to act, so act I did. Since Reverend Gravik is the official head of the pilgrimage, I deemed this an incident of civil unrest. I had power to Jessamine and demanded Reverend Gravik's release via Voxcom. We are holding the line. The Norrises had come to us. Greg was with them. He was calm and said that the conflict had been resolved. He took the confused pilgrims and the guns with him and restored power to the settlement. I have no idea what's going on. Peace. The watch is of no consequence. Today I received the brotherly kiss, and now I believe. I can clearly see the spiral path among the stars set forth by the Emperor Progenitor. Now I can hear my brothers and sisters. I am finally alone no more. Wait, This isn't like a Genestealer cult, is it? Of course, there's some silly things being done in Newty's administration. The guy who was working with the EA is the father of that idea, and for some time has sold his share of stock right before and after the announcement was done. Follow up the progress nowadays, but it's pretty much split it nowadays. The lengths some people will go to just to get more money. I mean, they already have, like, an incredible standing in the game development scene. And yet they go like, hey, how about you pay us extra? Strength 30? I mean, she's weak, sure. He's got decent enough strength. Only 30%.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Good man, Abelard. Okay, so it's a whole bunch of cargo.
None shall stand in my way.
But I'm suspecting that this is a Genestealer thing. Like a progenitor, a brotherly kiss. Not being alone anymore, which implies some kind of hive mind or something.
Stop. There.
No. Menblocks are appropriately forced open. Why would the ship's owners break into it if they constantly turn the key? Also the claws. There were several mentions of claws. And something in the vents. Wanna take a bet, Shumpa? Wanna bet that this is Genestealers? Hunch over the Vox caster, the hooded man mutters monotonously but emphatically into the microphone as he rocks slightly to and fro. The light of the distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders warily. With thoughts and visions of us, he sends us particles of his light. Though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, with our prayers, with our faith. Genta frowns. The faithful worship of the Emperor under a great many names and after a great many fashions. And yet, I do not like this prayer. Let's observe. The man falls abruptly silent, as though sensing your presence. Then he says, "And here come the afflicted." With a pale hand, he throws back his hood. You see an ugly face with a flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, irisless eyes with enormous pupils, a wide toad-like mouth, and skin that transitions to purple scales on the cheekbones. Said before, he's an abominable subhuman, a mutant. Let me just Google something really quick. Genestealer cult. Where's a good picture? Where's a good picture of a Genestealer? I have the mental image in front of me, I just need to find it. Oh, this one's pretty good. So, screen capture. So it's sort of a bit like this kinda, like purplish skin, scales, broad nose, high, big brow ridges and stuff like that. So this is my suspicion. Welcome to the bed of the Narcissus. Heinrich recoils, then grimaces and touches his temple as if pained by headache. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Ready your weapon, Victor regards the second. 6% Xenolor. Look closer at the misshapen man. This being's nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The Creed sees no humanity in deviations like these, and so it commands that such creatures be exterminated without mercy. The world is full of horrors, but your death will make it a much better place. The mutant shrieks, grinning. May the grace of our progenitor be upon you. His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices, minds. Growing ever louder, it torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon. You hear a clanging echo growing louder in the empty modules, like hundreds of claws striking bulkheads and grabbing onto bars. Whoever is advancing upon you, there are a lot of them. You have to run for your life before they trap you in this crammed vox cabin. Argenta's expression brightens. Countless foes in a cumbersome position. O Emperor, I thank thee for giving us another chance to taste the sweetness of battle and the solemn joy of courageous deeds. Sister, I fear we are about to partake of something quite different. Or more likely, someone is about to partake of us. Let's see, I can go for the tech use thing. And try to contact the ship. The Vox spits out a torrent of static, through which you nonetheless manage to catch fragments of words spoken by a voice unlike that of your Vox master. But when I command, the signal is lost before you manage to say anything. Heinrich's evidently at the edge of his patience growls through gritted teeth. We must get out of this trap. Let's see, plan your retreat. With a few hours to explore the ship, you surely would have found any number of discrete shafts and unlocked modules you could use to leave the ship. As it is, you're only aware of a single possible escape route. Through the airlock, back the way you came. Any other path may lead to a dead end. There's a military adage that says, when you're already in deep trouble, don't poke around anywhere unless you know what you'll find there. The pros will get out of the same way we came in. That's a shitty saying. Doesn't even rhyme or something. Optical retreat route calculated. Delaying is not advised. Right, we've got to go then. Your gaze falls on a rune-covered control panel near the Vox receiver. A green lumen burns beneath the engaged airlock seal switch. The switch socket is corroded and does not immediately yield to your touch, but the lumen changes color to blood red, and the whirring of deactivated airlocks rises up from the depths of the ship. Okay, just chop them up.
It's about time.
I said it!
Suffer not the heretic to live!
I said it! It's a Genestealer! Let's see, lots of hit points. Decent armor, decent enough dodge. Good melee weapon. Yep, high armor penetration, that makes perfect sense. Genestealer, yes indeed. It hides for one round every time damage is dealt to it. If two or more creatures of the same kind adjacent to it, the creature becomes fierce and stops hiding. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Interesting. So I'm basically now playing a round of Space Hulk. Funny. Let's do some loot there. Definitely want that. So let's place the man here. I think Cassia can grab the loot. Skull goes here. Gunter goes here. Abelard can tank this. Heinrichs takes this other corridor.
All too easy. Nothing I can't do.
Don't do much damage today, I don't even have a high hit chance. Oh, but still, not shooting is worse than shooting.
Already done. Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Frontline designated.
Nothing I can't do.
Let's see, it's relatively fast. Let's see how it likes a salvo of it's too expensive. Shit. Ah, man. She can't fire. She can't fire. There is a German translation of Warhammer 40k. At least I have some piece of memory being mentioned in finished Warhammer from that fast. See something like runes here. Yeah. There's like plenty of deviations from it. Like, let me think of an example. Like, for example, one example is that the Imperial Guard in German is the Imperial Army. And what was the Imperial Army back in the Horus Heresy is in German the Imperial Guard, so just switch it around. Or like, let me just think for a second. Or for example, like the Stormtroopers, they're called Gardisten, which is also like Guardians or Guardsmen. But in German, it's Gardist has more of a connotation of like a guards regiment, so like an elite regiment. So they call it that, for example, or I think stuff like actually, I think I have the necessary codex. Give me just a second. Okay, so I've got the 5th edition Space Marine Codex here. And I remember that there's this unit, the Stern Guard, right? The Space Marine Stern Guard. Let's see what they're called here. I think they have a completely different name, for example. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the unit selection? Ah, here. There's the Honor Guard, there's the Captain, Command Squad. Oh yeah, for example, a Librarian. A Librarian is called a Scriptor. And the... what's the turret creature called again? That stealth creature? With the tentacle mouth? Okay, then it's actually the same. I thought it was also a different name. Okay, Assault Squad, Devastator Troop. So in English it's called Devastator. Here it's called Devastator. So they took like a syllable out for some reason. Oh yeah, so the Stern Guard is the Protector Guard, so like Protector Guard. And the Vanguard is the Expugnator Guard. So they often like do... They often went for like more Latin sounding things. Sometimes. The Dreadnought is a Cybot. So where is... No. Oh, that's the Terminator. There's Cybot for the Dreadnought. Scouts are scouts. Bikes are bikes. Tech Marine, Saboteur. Okay, that's all pretty much the same. Land Speeder, Rhino. Predator Whirlwind. Okay, the vehicle set will be named the same. But there's often relatively big differences between the naming conventions. Or like for example, Rough Riders were just called Cavalry. Cavalry Squad. Or what else was there in the Imperial Guard? Stormtroopers I already mentioned. It was a Destructor. Stormtroopers I mentioned. Infantry, Veterans. I can't think of like anything else at this exact moment, but I know that there was like a bunch of differences between the German and the English localization. Okay, now she can fire.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Give it to him. Can you shoot in such a way as to not hit Abelard, please?
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
That's a good start, I say.
Doubt is for the weak.
Pretty good start. The only 40 king that has been translated and finished along with Hero's Crest. Which one is Space Crusade again?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, could try and shoot through Abelard, but... let's try.
Faith without deeds is worthless. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Okay, there goes Genestealer number 1. Good. Still need the loot. Can I interact with the loot at all? No, I can't. Okay, I have to fight this out.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
What was wait for? Oh, that actually sounds kind of fun, to be honest. Ah, there's another one.
I'm afraid not.
Didn't know that existed. Space Crusade. Universumitory. Universal. Okay, Space Marine Clone. I can see the Universe Soldier because it's still like the idea is still there, but calling a Chaos Space Marine a clone? Where did I get that from? That makes absolutely no sense.
A tactically sound approach.
Isn't it? Tactically sound.
It will be done. Victory is
Yo, Galaxy. Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Can you see this thing? Can you area attack this thing? But you can. Just woke up, am I right? Why did you do that? You just got up now.
High momentum.
Isn't it a bit late?
Get me a target.
Oh, don't worry, Heinrich, still get plenty of targets.
For the throne's glory.
Can we see that? No. Let's hold here for a second. Some freaking reason Space Marines are usually because Space Marine finish. I mean, it's not a freaking reason, it just makes perfect sense, doesn't it? In German they're also called Space Marines. At least in newer localizations, so...
I shall not fear.
So a friend of mine, he once read one of the older novels. I think it was the Khaldor Drago saga. And he mentioned that there, the Space Marines were actually called Marine Infantry. Or like Naval Infantry. Fix my flights. Alright, you're back. Yeah, sure, take your time. Avarus Yakari is a way better translation. Is that Yakari? Is that like the Jägers again? That Zeebo is so fond of talking about?
Not a problem for me. Already done.
Ah. So I mean, so what does Avarus mean? Is it like space? So they're like space Jägers?
Guided by faith.
Can't see him yet.
Emperor, give me strength.
Oh, they're Space Jägers, okay. Interesting name. I like it.
If I may.
Here it comes. Not too bad. Doing much worse.
At your beck and call.
Taunted.
I'd rather not.
Taunted. Taunted.
I will do my duty.
Okay, that was his turn. Designate some prey. And I'm a bit sorry that I can't find any more deviations between German and English Warhammer, but I know there's plenty. So I just have to look for them at the moment. Oh, what's like in Battlefield Gothic? Now that Retribution class was the Vergelter. Yeah, no, there they just translated like that. So that was also not the case. Let's try to hear some shots. When there are Ultramarines and they're just Ultramarines, the translation is just cringe as duck. Litoribum would work better in light years. But do you mind that? Like, what's the Finnish stance to English words in the Finnish language anyway? Like, does Finnish society as a whole try to keep their language pure? Or don't really mind?
I won't object to it. Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain.
I know that Iceland really tries to keep their language pure, but got very much downhill last years.
For the throne's
In what
glory.
sense? Fast.
I won't object to it.
Come on, hit at least once. Do an extra turn to Heinrichs. So you can put more damage down the range.
Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain.
There we go. Damage, and now more damage, please. Nah. It's a bit too agile for that after all. Okay, more buffs then. This time for Pascal.
Nothing I can't do.
Okay. The Darling's turn. Go for Firearm Mastery for extra rate of fire. Controlled shot and just go. Yep.
For you, my emperor. I'll do it.
Yeah, she's so happy.
That is for
I
the
can
weak.
fight some aliens.
Eradicated.
Okay, sadly there's no more enemies. There's one more coming. For example, Cuphead show. Cuphead and Mugman are the only untranslated beings in the whole show, while everything else characters are based on pure Finnish, like My Little Pony. Characters in English, but then a couple locations are translated. But so is the issue that there are English words at all? Or is the issue that it's inconsistent and that they have some things in English and some things in Finnish? Actually, just holding my position seems to work just fine for now. Ah, the inconsistency, okay, okay. But there's nothing wrong with English being there per se. Okay.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
High momentum.
But that's the thing just come to me. Let's just hold here.
Suits my purposes. Not a problem for me.
Yep, same corridor. Okay, one more turn and then it should be here. So you wait, reload the gun. More results for everyone.
Glory.
What results do we have by now? 27. What talent was it again? Assassin. No, which one was it again? That gave him critical chance based on his resolve. Cyrene is increased? No. Ah, that is Sanctified Slayer. Yep. The more the better. So later disappointed to hear when the characters just handy say English stuff and some things and Finnish to others. Personally, I'm just used to it because in German that's... Yo, Satan. How you doing, man? Alright, enjoy the dark.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Let's lure it closer.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nice.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
But yeah, I'm just used to it because in German we have many English words. Like for example, the famous one handy, for example. And nobody bats an eye when like you say handy or smartphone or so many things. Cringe, for example. So
An exemplary strike.
many people, especially more of the older people, they don't like it.
It will be done.
But especially for the younger population, it's just normal to have English like everywhere in your normal language. Relative languages. Okay, I didn't consider that. That's true. That's true. So maybe that's why it would sound more odd to you. I can see that. Yeah. Good point.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
It's a miss.
I won't object to it. Everyone, step aside. Let's see to it. Your reckoning is due.
They just smashed against Abelard and... Ugh. Your beans! You have reached 50k. Well then, I am at your mercy. What's that? The book contains the blasphemous tenets of the cult of the Nourishers of the Afflicted. It speaks of the insatiable emperor progenitor and his impending coming that will bestow miraculous immunity upon all the faithful. I'm sure Heinrich would like a read of that. What the hell is that? A heavy stubber? It's just a heavy machine gun, basically. How should I use my newfound power? That I can't tell you. Look into your heart and find the answer there.
I won't tolerate weakness.
But hey, I fought some Genestealers. That's pretty cool. Basically an odd bird language in the European map. It has no relatives being seen or heard. Only angry and Estonian, but especially angry, is so far away from us. Yeah, but it's a Suomi language, right?
Follow my lead.
Is it called Suomi language? Or was the language class called something else? Rumor completed, lost in the void. Ah, the ancient Ark known as the Wasteland Wayfarer. Ah. Finnish and Ugrian languages. We're gonna need to eat some food. Well, I won't stop you from having a nice breakfast. So go ahead. Do I have some holy... Do I have some holy gifts now? 90%. Let's eat a bit more. See, no artifacts and stuff. I'll have to do this thing later, if it's even available still. Might also have been cancelled already. Ugric. Ugric sounds like something a Space Wolf would say, Ugric. No, I can still do it, actually. I can still do it. And let's do that as soon as I have the holy gifts. Finno-Ugrische Sprachen, your barbarian language. Watch what you're saying. I have a rich military history at my disposal. The last chance of Cyrene and Lapidus Mortis we still have. What's going on now? Lord Captain, the mines of Virbis 6 are once again in turmoil. Surprise! At the depths of level MD-Zeta-5, the warders have discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies, as if crushed by the millstones of the mining machines. All the dead are convicts. The guards believe that there's a cult of heretics operating in the ranks of slaves, offering human sacrifices. The convicts themselves claim that this atrocity was committed on the order of the superintendent to rid the prison of the more inconvenient prisoners. The superintendent tried to reason with the mob of slaves, but was mauled instead. His desecrated remains were found inside the cells where the prisoners were being tortured during the interrogation of the strange convicts. Alright man, enjoy the dark then. The Warrens have managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facilities, but an assault would result in high losses of workforce. On the other hand, the slaves are ready to lay down their weapons, cease this violence, and repent if the rogue trader would only demonstrate some compassion towards their plight. Possibly by reforming some of the more severe punishments. Well then, who killed those people that were found in the mines? Unknown. The riot made the investigation more difficult. Maybe it was the work of the superintendent, or maybe there is, say, a cell of the cult of the Final Dawn operating among the prisoners. But there is an oddity on the few pics that the boards have managed to scrounge together. Using your imagination a little, you can see a certain pattern in the scattered bodies. One that is remotely similar to one of those difficult prisoners have been drawing. Well, thank you, my officers and advisors. Cyrene, if the governor and a pack of wardens cannot handle their duties, should they not take the place of their wards? And could there not be worthy administrators among those who oppose them? Those who could do better? A mob of commoners has mauled a noble man and who had been attempting to reason with them. How awful. Perhaps the underground madness has spread among them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process? It would be cruel to kill them if this is the case. It is much more humane to dissect their brains in order to well-meaningly reduce their ferocity and inclination towards disobedience. It had once been done by my house when the serfs had rebelled in their ignorance. A rather merciful step. I didn't care about the wardens, the convicts, or their problems. I care about the dead bodies. Who left them? That is the important question. If the bodies are not destroyed yet, then we can conduct a divination. The ritual is not very appetizing, but a psyker, not on the squeamish side, could learn more about their death. But here's number 1 in different Finnish languages. Ixi, Ix, Ix, Usi, Us, Ixi, again. Octa, Echt, Ikte, what was that again? Weike? Fokra? Atik? Odik? Aqua? It? Egi? You just posted that to laugh at me when I mispronounce all these words. Punish on prison administration and send them to the mines. Complacency and efficiency and mercy to the fallen. More resolve. Order them to stop torturing the prisoners beyond reason. Complacency and also mercy to the fallen. Hope for hospitality says aid. Brain dissections. Scourge of Werbe 6. Critical hit chance. Exterminate them all. Also Scourge of Werbe 6. Do the divination. Dodge reduction against enemies. I mean, this pattern thing in the mines, it just keeps coming up, so I think I will do the keyed mind thing. See what I can find out. Though going for a bit of mercy could not be so bad either. Oh no, Finnish is an elven language, so it can be quite ethereal for small mud hut living barbarians. But didn't you or Zeba or someone else mention that Elvish in Lord of the Rings was based on Finnish or something? Or am I misremembering that? Mercy for the Fallen, more complacency, which gives me more profit factor, but the planet doesn't produce profit factor anyway. Let's determine the truth. I am generally relieved that I will not have to take part in this dirty business. The man found among the prisoners was not a sanctioned psyker, but was gifted enough to perform the ritual sent to the colony by Adira. While digging through the intestines of the dead body and mumbling something to himself, he had seen a dark figure that committed this vile deed. The vision had stripped away his mind, leaving an incontinent loon. Although he was now unable to describe it clearly, it was clear that the figure was not human. The rite had subsided. It's probably the Dark Eldar at work again. So I can go for more efficiency here. Oh, I can go for the rank 3 stuff. What do we have? Test of wills. Told that when you learn Finnish it was like finding a lost wine cellar. And then he got drunk. And died down there in the basement. Because he couldn't find the door anymore. Then our convicts don't work. The trappers can be expelled from their quarries. Over time they will run wild and harden. And from them it will be possible to select fighters for service. The void ship gains the unerring shots feature. Torpedoes deal 15% more damage. And security for all colonies and people. That's not bad. Blood sports. Gladiatorial arenas will recycle the surplus with the delight of visiting aristocrats. I get a chain great axe with a typo. Oh, a lot more profit factor and complacency. Profit factor. I would like profit factor, but I do like the torpedoes. The crops extracting 5 saline sand are rightfully called killing fields. They will consume any amount of living labor. Promethium and chemicals, but I have plenty of those. All enemies gain ballistic skill and damage with their ranged attacks. I do like test of wills. I gain fighters, I gain better torpedoes. Let's go for that. Some geographical stuff. Sami, Eastern Sami, Finnish, Karelian, Estonian, Hungarian down there. I like this little cluster of like 2 parallel lines in southern Sweden. Looks like someone painted it on the map intentionally. Since the very start of the warp jump, rumors of ill omens have been widespread among the Voidsmen. Sudden death among the crew, ravished corpses, jagged shadows lurking behind the bulkheads. A Terran day later, the mystery unravels itself in the most heinous manner. The attempt on the Rogue Trader's life. The question of how the Dark Eldar Zealous came to be aboard the ship will have to be pondered some other time. Right now, the Lord Captain has to fight for his life. Really? I have to fight the bloody Dark Eldar on my ship. Ah well. The Kasparika mission will be glad for all the stuff I sent them. Formation is still intact. I see nothing yet. Eldar. Oh, there they are. Crushed one. Okay, there's this cannon fodder. With an orcs, it would fuck up the reality bubble pretty hard. Orcs as enemies in this game would really be quite fun. Maybe they get added as a DLC or something later. Because also in the lore...
The Emperor favors me today.
In the lore, there's an entire orc kingdom in the sector, actually. The 100 Teeth. Oh, well, it's orc, so you don't actually say the H, so it's like the 100 Teeth.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
I better myself through my service.
Why is it just cannon fodder? I thought it was Dark Eldar.
Victory will wipe you from the face of the galaxy!
The Emperor is with us!
No, the Emperor's with me. You're just rebel. So unless they suddenly spring out of the walls, there's no Dark Eldar here.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Oh, but speaking of misremembering stuff, so yesterday I played a one-shot round of Warhammer Fantasy 4th Edition roleplay. It was quite fun, so that was not the issue, but the game master didn't always get his lore straight, which is a bit of a shame. Like, for example, he said that
Suits my purposes.
that you know that in the Empire there's like, how many gods is it? 10? Let me see. Manan, Ranald, Shalia, Taria, Moore, Verena, Mermidia, Sigma, Ulrich. 10, yeah. 10. So there's the 10 gods. But he said like, yeah, maybe like a peasant will sometimes pray to some nature god, but the only really accepted one is Sigma, and if you ever openly say that you have a different faith, then you will just get burned by the witch hunters and stuff like that. And I'm like, I didn't say it, but like it just baffles me how someone can read the same material and just come to so different conclusions. I mean, it's right there on the paper that no, the Empire is actually not like Sigmar exclusive. Ah, there they are.
High momentum.
But he just didn't have that fact in his brain for some reason, so it was still a fun round, but I'm just wondering what's so difficult to just properly remember. How did he explode? Just more organized. I mean, there is like squabbles between the different cults, of course, but not to the extent that
At your beck and call.
not to the extent that like all the other cults are just banned or something. And he of course also like a bit overstated the darkness of the setting. I mean, Warhammer is relatively dark compared to D&D, for example, but he went like all the way to, no, it's just like permanently horrible for everyone who's living there. Like no one has basically no one has any good times or just happiness and stuff like that, and it's just pure horror. And like when you read the roleplay book, yeah, sure, there's like the occasional invasion maybe, and there's cults in the dark and stuff, but a lot of the time it's also a fairly normal medieval world actually, so
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
just get your sources straight, people. That's all I'm asking. It's not that much I'm asking.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I don't know why they keep exploding.
Faith without deeds is worthless. You, my Emperor!
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
And I didn't forget the runist powers, but they are not an acknowledged religion in the Empire, so I very intentionally left them out. Okay, so apart from the cannon fodder, what do we have? There was some sharpshooter back there. One. And that's about it. Alright. This will be easy then.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? As demands.
Are those just suicide bombers? Frenzy. Ah! Walking bomb. Indeed. They are suicide bombers.
Me. If you insist. Grace.
Well then maybe I should just lure this guy. And I will trigger this guy. Oh, never mind. Let's see if I can decrease veil degradation a bit. Nope.
High momentum.
Oh, this guy has a hat. He must be more important than the others.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Maybe I can sneak Heinrichs around and have him charge the sharpshooter. The way to me, halflings in fantasy battles just sound like they are to humans what goblins are to orcs. A mobile food source? Oh wait, if I go there? Yeah, I can go for him. Oh crap. Ouch! Okay, that wasn't so incredibly good.
Naturally. Oh, wow. I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
Please don't drop Heinrichs, please don't.
Alas, no.
My vow.
Stuff is nasty. Thankfully he has an area attack. They're not a regular snack for humans, but basically just a football to them. I mean, if you ask the... which imperial state was it that had like the infamous hate for halflings? Was it Averland or... Averland or Stirland? Where they like make a sport out of like, hey, punch a halfling like a pinata.
Let's see how
I think it was Stirland.
this.
Oh, really? Good memory, really? Okay. That's fine. That's alright.
I don't have time for this.
Not enough sight, it would be too far anyway. But I can give him some dodge.
Problem for me.
So that he has better odds of surviving the sniper guy. I think it's funny. Wait, Averland is in the very southwest, so they don't have a border with the Mootland. Talabekland. No wait, Wissenland is down there. So I think it's Averland. Oh wait, hey, dude. Haha, ha. Well, of course. Supremely prepared. So these are like the notes and stuff I had for the fantasy roleplay sessions I had, and in that is maps. A whole bunch of maps. So where's the Empire map? Yeah, just a second. Yo, Tifa, enjoy the lurk. Thanks for dropping in. Other one tries to build a road past Mootland until they hit a river where they can build a bridge because the contract doesn't say anything about bridges on the roads. So here we have the Empire. And Starland, Averland, Mootland. Okay, so both Averland and Stirland border the Mootland on according to this map. I think it was Averland actually. Wasn't Averland also the one ruled by the Mad Count? Lightdorf? And I think he had like a... Didn't he like start a war with the Mootland even?
You've unleashed my fury.
Okay, who's still standing?
Indeed.
He can take the grenade in the face. Yep, barely takes any damage at all. Can't taunt him though.
Victory is imminent.
That's fine.
I'll do it.
200... No, or just 21 damage. Okay, I thought... For a second it looked like 211 damage. Should have been crazy high. can't I target this?
Doubt is for the weak. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
It's just too funny. The bridge was the reason for the war, along with the borrowed equipment that made the cost of the war many times higher than planned. I mean, there's no such thing as private property, right? A toxic knife. That goes all over there. What I want was a toxic knife. Remember that one time when I just like borrowed my Aunt Hilda's cutlery set? She never complained either. Why would the silly humans complain so much? A long splinter rifle. Don't have any Eldar snipers in my team though.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I was expecting more Dark Eldar after the notification that I have been boarded by Dark Eldar. An unidentified object has been located in the system. The artifact reacts to our transmission by releasing unknown radiation, most likely of zero origin. The clocks are reporting. If we want to get a closer look, we need to go to close distance between the vessel and the object. I mean, it looks like a gate. That was just lurking today and doing house course. Oh! Well, I hope you get better then, soon. But still, it's nice of you to drop in here. Instead of just, like, sleeping or something. But if you do need sleep, then just go ahead, I won't hold it against you. Oh, it's always nice to have you here. Like how a halfling can tap into a dwarf's nose by running that they have an elect account like dwarves. Do the dwarves even want an elect account? I imagine that they still see themselves as a little too different to like demand one. First it looked like the snowy and desert planet was devoid of surprises, but the yellow and orange flickering of the lumens and the notifications from the Augur system informed the officers there was a small colony that survived in spite of the harsh climatic conditions. All attempts to hail the colony have failed. So the scouting party. The explorers report the dismal condition of the settlement and its inhabitants. Their skin is translucent and pale, their icy blue eyes see practically no color, language is rough and guttural, and their stomachs cannot tolerate anything except a stew made from local roots and mosses. And yet they are subject of the Imperium, still loyal to the Emperor. They have mistaken your people for his emissaries. Without dwarves they won't be any Emperor at all. Yeah, I know that they taught them with a lot of things, but I don't remember ever reading in any of the books about dwarves like having the ambition to be represented in the Electoral College. Find out what happened to the world. Local elders woefully reminiscent about the times long gone. Most of them are still sheltered in their mother's wombs when snow first settled on the verdant fields. Hail ruined the crops and frost hardened the soil. Plants and large beasts that could not sustain themselves were the first to go. They were soon followed by birds and other small animals. Most people in large cities perished, unable to warm themselves and their families. They say the governor and his entourage left the world in the first days of winter, taking all the provisions and fuel with them. No one responded to the pleas from his dying world. The stars remained deaf to the messages transmitted by the planet's vox stations. These abandoned subjects of the Imperium still managed to save the machines and other valuables, but they were of little use without a supply of promethium, and yet those who survived eventually adapted to the tribulations that the God Emperor had bestowed upon them. Take the machinery, give them promethium, and tech priests, or just abandon them? I have plenty of promethium, let's just give some to them. Have the tech priests perform the rites of generator maintenance. An honorable title, nevertheless, have the possibility to avoid next emperor. Yeah, honorable, sure, but as I said, I just don't remember ever reading about the dwarves, like, clamoring for that.
That's a lot of clankers.
These is a lot of clankers. When the maw of the first generator belched forth a furious roar and black ash started falling from the sky instead of snow, the locals laughed and danced, trying to warm their limbs after decades of cold. They called down blessings upon their unseen savior, a rogue trader from the Maledicta dynasty, and thanked the god emperor for the fortuitous encounter. Mechanical creations, weapons, armor kits. The express departure was accompanied by shouts of grateful approval, not to mention their many parting gifts. How are you doing, Satan, my man? Okay, last chance of Cyrene. Don't think there's enough extractiums in the game to actually harvest all these resources here. Promethium 4. I do have a pretty long list already, just with still untapped resources. Really, I've given more stuff to humans and humans have given back. Maybe the humans trade with them a lot. The humans are usually the first to... There's a graphical bug again. The first to suffer any chaos invasions from the north. It's still there. It's even the sun itself. Ship components. But maybe you're onto something. Ah, it's one of those sections. Nice. Nice. Look out. Bridge, we have an unknown object. Dead ahead. Not an asteroid, clearly artificial in nature, but it's larger than Footfall Station. Copy that. Report relay to officer on duty and pilots. Expect visuals soon. We have visual. What the... In Korean whisper. Look out, this is the Voxmaster. I'm adding the pilots, senior officers, and the Lord Captain to this channel. His Lordship wishes to assume personal command. Lord Captain, we have requested intel on the object from the Auger Ray module. Waiting their response. Lord Captain on the line. No need to engage the Augurs. I know what it is. It's called a webway gate. Van Kallax here. What we see before us is a webway gate. An artifact that the Xenos used to get to their sorcerous realm, so to speak. It allows Eldar to get around the sector quickly and serves as a hideout for their most unpleasant tribe, the Dark Eldar, whom we have already met. Still, is there an Augur report? According to the available data, the object consists of an unknown material foreign to the Imperium. We are registering an unknown class of energy profile. The engineers are at loss about how this technology works exactly, but they did specify that the energometry suggests that the system is holding an active charge. The object appears ready to do whatever it's designed to do. What is the senior officer's take on this? And Kallax here. What we see... Wait. We already have that. Let's just destroy it. Go boom. All weapons. Fire on the object. Lord Captain's orders. Destroy the object. Activate batteries. Targeting. Firing in 3, 2, 1. Confirming contact with the object. Good thrown. Report. No effect. I don't know what this thing is made of, but our weapons are powerless against this. Yes, I do, but still dwarves have given them a lot of great gifts and inventions to humans, but humans really haven't given anything back. Although it's pretty much because dwarves have something to think that anyone can do better than them. That's one thing. Also, the dwarves are more advanced, so it's going to be difficult for the humans to give them anything, because the humans still have, like... They still have to, like, even reach the dwarves' level before they could give them anything. Can we activate this device somehow? Requesting response from the Engineerium. Apologies, Lord Captain. The tech priests have refused even to consider such a possibility. It would be a violation of the undersized tenets and an extremely dangerous undertaking. Well, then we are moving out. Yes, Lord Captain. Maneuver engines, changing course. Urgent report from the engine spheres on the Auger deck. Detect an energy spike of an unknown nature. Cogitator network overloaded. Peripheral systems offline. Confirming visual changes. The gate, what is that? Do I have to go through? I don't want to go through. I don't want to go to the webway yet. I know that it appears later in the campaign, actually, but
Smite the foes of the
I thought later.
traitor.
Okay, we have Destroyer, Escort, Destroyer. Not so bad yet. Godric was these sewer hands are done by dwarves, and when he had punched the wall, part of it collapsed, and he said that specific part was done by the human. Umgak. Okay then. Okay then. 5 turns. What happens in 5 turns? Light missile artillery. Shadow Knights and Scythe artillery.
Onward. Lead them.
Come on. I'm gonna crush you.
Annihilate
The torpedoes to the front. What if I go like here? Then I can use the prow battery against this one.
Another salvo.
That's super successful, but damage is damage. If I place myself here, I can shoot them both.
Fire right now.
Okay. That's one kill.
Macro cannons, volley. Set the course.
Reinforce port. So that's at least this one will probably shoot. The rest is fine the way it is. Yep. Behind the torpedoes, that's not good. Really? All misses? Ah. A new target appears. Goodbye, Corsair Escort. Maybe do it have a ways to use an entire salvo on like an escort, but it's gone. And that Eldar make me happy, so there you go. New heading. Give me a sharper turn. Not quite. That could work.
The time has come.
Let's try it like this. So support battery is out of range now, but if I go for the extra range with the augury, then I should be able to fire. Yeah, I am.
Another salvo.
Disappointing.
This one's going down.
Still not enough. Oh, they got through my shields somehow. Who's flying that ship? Competence. Just out of range. Just out of range. Let's see, let me think. Okay. This doesn't work, but I could... Maybe I go like here, I can use this battery on them and this battery on them. And this battery I can already use on them.
Fire the lance batteries!
Then go here.
Lay in the course!
Port battery, come on.
Fire right now!
Starboard battery.
Macro cannons, volley!
Excellent. Torpedoes just in case.
Salvo.
And yeah, let's restart the shields. Ah, something big. A tempting target. Let's go. There are 3 rounds to land them, so that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Got my shields back. Got my battery.
Fire right now! Set the course.
But I do like the space combat in this game. It's quite fun. Ah, finally some damage. Not on me. Let's see. Go here. I already have a plan. Because I can use torpedo control, giving them some extra movement points, and...
Another notch on the macro cannon. Another victory for the Von Valancius dynasty.
Always nice to see. Our captain, we have dealt with the voyages of these beasts, but the Xenos boarding parties landed on the ship. They're advancing steadily towards the plasma drive. The enforcers are being overrun. They are asking for reinforcements. If we do not help this filth will destroy our vessel from the inside. Oh, a new arena. Plasma drive chambers.
For a deck officer, your physical fitness is impressive, Master Versary.
Indeed, he has like the highest aesthetic score.
As seneschal is extremely demanding.
Young man, Rosette or no, stop lavishing these condescending compliments on me. If I were your age, you would be no match for me.
Papa Abelard. But Hyrix is not wrong. Abelard has athletics 100. And carousel 115, so not only can he outrun you probably in a marathon, he can also outdrink you on the celebrations afterwards.
It's about time.
Lacerated bodies and tattered coveralls bring the initials of the Voyager dynasty that serves this section. There's some Cabalites. Forward, right,
None shall stand
Let's go
in
forward.
my way.
So I wanted to have his tentacle with now, that's buttocks. Why are you assuming that he has a tentacle in the first place? I think you need to have a talk with the Inquisitor himself. I'm not sure I like where your thoughts take you, my friend.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Not sure what that did, cutting off the power. But it seemed like a good idea. Maybe prevent an overload or something? Come on, Kay. Look back, kid. They can't wait to die. What's taking so long with the engine? The monkey already here. Do not rush me. We will perish alongside them.
Smite the Xenos!
Are you challenging me, filth?
Yes, I am. But we've had that dialogue just 10 seconds ago, so speed it up, man. I'm not as long-lived as you, so don't waste my time. Everyone has a tentacle in the end? No. Every healthy Imperial male has a holy instrument of reproduction. As the Emperor has willed it. It's not that many. Cabalite Heavy, Blade Master. Then again, they are quite strong, so maybe I shouldn't brag yet. And they're fast, of course. Blade Master, Warrior, Blade Master, Warrior. Heinrichs, Sapper. So it's kind of an awful position, to be honest. There's no cover between here and there. But Heinrichs is rather fast. Put him here. Get into there. Cassia there. Pascal there. Have it out there.
Nothing I can't do.
They're being outflanked. Here's a pistol. Oh, a monofilament grenade. How fun. How bloody fun. Let's not go there, perhaps. Normal warrior, another heavy. What do you have? Blast pistol. Or the blade master. But there's some cover I could take, so let's go there.
Forge ahead.
You call this a strike?
Let's see who laughs last.
Suits my purposes.
Give me a dodge zone. Give the Genta some movement.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
High momentum.
Give her the ranged zone.
Not a problem for me.
And the front line, I don't know yet. Perhaps like here.
Nothing I can't
You
do.
can still move it every turn, so that's alright. Look upon me, Caleb and Chicane. Look upon them fail.
You will pay.
Friendly fire. The idiots. Cretins.
I won't object
And
to it.
fools. All of them.
Naturally. Nothing stands against me. Let's see to it.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
How does it feel being defeated by a human? Knife here. 23 still left, but he takes... How much damage? Doesn't say. But he takes toxin damage, he takes bleed damage, and he takes 9 toxic damage extra. So he's probably just going to keel over. Ah, there's the lethality. So he takes lethality divided by 10. So 11. 11 of that, 9 of that, and then whatever that is. So should be 23. I can't see anything.
I refuse to bow.
Oh. Good thing I equipped all those medkits. In Wise precognition thingy. Don't know how to say it. Placement, let's see. Who's the most dangerous thing here? That's a level 3 guy. Level 3. Only level 2. The heavy is a 4. Let's pray the heavy. One of the level 3 people. And also only level 2. What about the sapper? Level 3.
Running binaric override.
Barely a hit chance though. I could throw a grenade there. What does it do again? Toxic damage to anyone who enters the area. It would basically block off the ladder here. So that could be a good idea.
Request approved.
I think I don't use enough grenades anyway, so probably do that more often. And then let's analyze the heavy a bit. Let's give some more recoil. Specialist and warrior. What do you have? Splinter pistol. This gives my allies recoil reduction. Not yet. Magenta, heal yourself, please.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Look how they're all standing there. They couldn't be better positioned if they tried.
I am his will made manifest.
So let's go.
I'll
Recarnage.
do it.
It never ceases to be funny.
Each strike is a prayer.
2 kills.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Good start. Very nice start.
High momentum.
have Cassia still hanging all the way at the back. Can I see anything from there? Not really.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Melt him.
Another foe painted black. I'm not accustomed to being
him.
ordered around.
We don't need veil degradation right now. Let's move the heavy out of cover, perhaps. Nice.
If I may.
I will tear your heart out for this.
At your beck and call.
So maybe I should leave the heavy for Pascal to finish off, so he can get his critical chance up a bit.
It will be done.
Can you do a good taunt, perhaps? Not really.
At your beck and call.
We'll just reduce damage. Yeah, let's try and keep him alive for Pascal. Speaking of Pascal, not quite in range. Then let's move the back. Damn it. Not enough room.
My tactics are flawless.
Not full of yourself at all. Okay, Pascal, come on. You just need to hit and all is fine.
Running binary override.
Fuck. Ah, I could have gone for that. Got a bit more hit chance like that. Ah, too late.
Spectral prognosis is favorable.
I messed it up. Put the dodge zone here, though.
Never
move
wavered
into
in the
it.
face of adversity.
Good. Now... frontal zone I can't. The front line I can't move.
Nothing I can't do.
Ash already has the buff, never mind.
Yield to me. A work for a flesh crafter.
Hey, the Grant wasn't that bad. And they team killed. They team killed. They're suffering some decent damage here. Okay, I think I'll use Heinrichs on the specialist if possible. Well, that's possible even.
To it. You call this a strike?
Hey, it hurt you quite well, didn't it?
Let's see to it. For the throne's glory. Naturally, the Inquisition sends their regards.
I just bleed out anyway, though. So he's not quite dealt with, okay.
My ears are ringing.
Survives on some meager hit points.
You will pay for this in blood.
Abelard is just like... I should just clone Abelard, or like just clone his tissue and then build Lehman Russes out of that or something. The man is just too good. Okay, where are still enemies? This area is almost clear. There's one warrior here, and there's the 3 guys down there. Oh, there he is. Okay, that warrior. He's still marked as a prey. It's a bit risky putting him there. Now only half cover.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Running binaric override.
Increased hit shot. I forgot that it always ends his turn. Okay.
Rejoice in battle. Doubt
Run
is for
and
the
gun.
weak.
And then take position here. Nice arc of fire.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
I refuse.
Why can't you target him now? You just could it a second ago.
Why I was chosen.
You've unleashed my fury.
Faith without deeds is worthless. For you, my emperor! That is not the emperor's will. Escape the emperor's judgment.
There we go. Another one down. Can't target. Oh, you can't target him. Okay.
As the emperor commands, I act. You, my
I
emperor!
will tear your heart out for this. A work for a fleshcrafter.
If you can't use the pistol for that, I have to use this
I'll
gun.
do it.
You've unleashed my fury.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let me educate you.
Still on 2 more
to the
shots.
art of pain.
For you, my emperor! As the emperor commands, I act. Each strike is a prayer.
You can actually target him. Okay. Do it.
Doubt is for the weak.
Why not?
Eradicated.
His torso just fell down into the chasm. Sucks to be you. Can you see him? No. Don't want to move on to the poison either, but I could force him to move into it.
Tear your heart out for
Idiot.
this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
That's too funny. But I'll just leave him there. Leave him to die. Okay, who's still left? It's only the 2 guys down there, right? Yeah. Could take it the long way around. But then again, Abelard has very high poison resistance. So we'll probably just survive it just running through there.
My place is at the fore. I took care of this one.
Yep, he just doesn't give any flying horses. I can't move him any further. That's his turn. Let's see. Does it really end the turn? Yeah, finishes the turn. Okay, okay. Crap.
My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Running binaric override. Request approved.
I shall not fear. All too easy.
Try another shot, my friend.
Running binaric override.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
I could also go into melee. No, do I not? Taking some toxic damage, but that's alright.
Weak yet iron knows no pain.
Maybe I can inflict bleed on him too.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The omniscient knows all, comprehends
That's a
all.
dodge.
Request approved.
But that doesn't miss. Okay, nice. What does this one do again? Immediately makes one exploit on enemies in combat. That makes a free attack against the target. That attack always hits. The dodge penalty. That's quite good, actually.
Activating
Stroke of luck.
So a lot of damage, but for the dodge penalty, I think that was worth it. She can't really see anything.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
What's your effective ballistic skill? 130. Let's leave it to them to finish this. Can't see Pascal. Can I try and force him to move? I could try and force him into the poison gas again.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Woe to you.
Do not dare ask.
No, not quite. She's too far to give him the extra turn. She can't attack him herself. Let's wait then.
Just a minor setback.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
It will be done. One fewer
There it
target.
is. Not so hard. But every Dark Eldar is a good Dark Eldar. We've got a surviving crew member. Man in officer's uniform is kneeling and scrabbling around in the mess of blood and dirt on the floor. As soon as you draw nearer, you hear his feverish muttering. No, no, no. Where is he? Where's my son? The lower half of the officer's face is grimy with some strange substance, too pale and lumpy to be blood. The officer pays you no attention. His eyes are fixed on the floor. Wait. He's an operational officer from Deck 67-3. Not from one of the local clans, which is why I remember him. He helped me bring up the new recruits from the planet. What is he doing here? Step with the officer's face. Take another step towards the man and peer into his face. Blue veins bulge under his scab-mottled skin, and his bloodshot eyes are darting in every direction, sometimes rolling back into his head so that only the whites are visible. The strange stuff covering the officer's face is lumpy pink slime, mixed with his blood that is streaming from his disfigured nose. The crew's not stationed in this section. Explain yourself. Something shifts in the officer's expression, and the feverish gleam in his eyes goes out. Tacitus, my boy. Swamp Devil dragged him off. I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm looking for my son. The Emperor's valiant guards came to save my boy. I showed them where the Swamp Devils dragged Tacitus. I had them right here like they asked. They'll make short work of the rest of this base. And I'll keep looking for my boy in the meantime. Master, will you help? The man's face contorts in the monstrous grimace at him, a mixture of pain, hope, and madness. I'll be damned if this officer has a son. Perhaps he did once, but he embarked without any family in tow. He's cracked, the poor wretch. Your son is not here. What? The man tries to stand up, but he slips and falls back to his knees. No, no, there's still hope. Tacitus can't afford into the devil's hands just like that. The guards will save him, they have to. The officer's gaze suddenly clears and he seems to be aware of where he is. His bloody face slowly stills in horror. Emperor, preserve us. The man sneezes, and the lower half of his face is coated anew in the slime streaming from his nose. The officer casts a pleading look. What is this nightmarish scene? I was leading the Emperor's guard to the swamp devil's nest across the marshlands of my homeworld, but instead of that I was showing the way to them? He pointed the corpse of the Xenos with a trembling hand. Hallucinations. Heretical mirage. The guards, they weren't very chatty. One of them called me something strange. Monkey, I think? And I heard them talking among themselves, something about seizing the ship. Don't let them through. Through to where, I don't know. Oh, it's coming over me again. Tell me about those hallucinations. When did they start? I don't remember. It's so strange. It's like I'm here and I'm there at the same time, but I remember many watches ago a visit from a guardsman. After the swamp devils attacked, it seemed. He treated my injuries, did something to my face, and said that his comrades would come and do what they had to do. And when the rest of them came, they told me to show them the way through the nest. But we're on the ship. Where did I take them? A furrow appears between Heinrich's brows as he considers this. It sounds like a mental distortion. The work of Xenos. Dark Eldar are capable of ensnaring their prey without shackles or fetters. They twist and violate their victim's mind using unholy instruments. Your subject has been forced to experience the nightmare from the past in order to wreak a nightmare upon the present. Abelard clutches his head. Motive force strike me down. I think I've got it. The Xenos that the crew smoked out during the recent warp jump. This poor madman must have taken him for a guardsman. Remember, Lord Captain, the enraged Dark Eldar who had been several crew members to his will. Interesting. The interrogator's face takes on a strange expression. Stoic sufferance and grim humor. How many more like him are roaming the decks waiting for their new masters to give them an order? At least they do not have any means of remote communication. A small comfort, but comfort nonetheless. Maganta's voice trembles with sorrow and rage. Until the last of that race and of humanity are dead, the innocent will continue to suffer torment. Is this not a sign that must work doggedly to rid the universe of... Is this not a sign that must work doggedly to rid the universe of Xenos? You are clearly seriously injured. You must be taken to the infirmary. The man raises his hand as though requesting permission to speak. Don't. I don't deserve to live after what I've done. My mind is probably corrupted for good already. Even now I'm looking at you, and I can see behind you the marsh where Tekrit has vanished. Well, he has a point. Not sure why I have to call him a heretic when I have to execute him, but... Let's off him. In the name of the Emperor, death to all heretics. In one sudden movement, the man falls at defeat, an expression of stoic acceptance frozen on his face. He bent over the body. Despite the numerous bloodstains on his skin and clothes, the officer had not been seriously wounded. The only noticeable injury is on his face. His nose is disfigured, and a red slimy substance is streaming from it, straining his mouth and chin. Take the body to the infirmary and try to identify the cause of this madness. Cabalite stuff. Let's get all we can. So what's my objective now? Disarm the explosive device. Don't even know where it is. I mean, he wasn't a traitor by choice, but still. There probably was no saving him anyways, so... I think we did the right thing.
Investigate.
From the charge.
Follow my lead.
Let's seem to be on a timer, so let's actually loot them all first. Another blast pistol, that can go as well.
Victory awaits.
to break into my own cabin.
The sheepdog grants the insight.
What is this? A shard carbine? Doesn't seem so incredibly special. It does deal toxic damage, but there's still that one chest over there.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
So how's your school going at the moment, Galaxy?
I won't tolerate weakness.
Let's examine the charge then.
Easily done.
This one produces short electromagnetic pulses that disable power grids and devices. It is strong enough to take out the power of a whole city district or several void ship sections.
The Emperor favors me today.
A new
And it
challenge
was
for
safely
me.
diffused. Easy. Where's the exit?
None shall stand in my way.
Practical terms are going alright, and the theory is the same thing. What does the practical term look like? So do you have to like work somewhere? Or what does practical mean in that sense?
To what do I owe this visit?
What's wrong with his head? Okay, let's level up the people. What does Jai get? Eh? Eh? Yeah, I want to close the interface. There we go. Choose a talent. We still have this one left as a favorite. Allies have dodge against attacks made by allies, deal less damage to allies, and deal less additional damage with critical hits against allies. Is there any Psyker stuff that she can still get? Well, Psi rating 3 is still a few levels away. Melee casting, she doesn't really need that. More damage. Force weapons are stronger. This could be... no, this one could be interesting. For the characteristic buffs that you would get. Actually, I kind of like that. Let's go for Mind Thief. That's already gone. I think I've got pretty much all the Navigator talents soon. More fellowship. Enemies affected by the negative ability suffer a stacking penalty over the next resistance test. Resistance tests with their willpower. What resistance tests? Oh, even environmental hazards and stuff too. Well, that would be quite powerful. Like if someone throws a poison grenade at her or something, then she could test with her willpower, which is quite high. Also more perception. Could though. Warp lore increase would also not be bad, to be honest. So let's see, more perception. Okay, so there's a bunch left here. Critical hit, they gain armor penetration at the end of combat, it stacks. Critical hit, the target's armor is reduced by... to the end of combat, it stacks. Remember, Peril that is not being trailed by his combatant ally, the bounty hunter gets an extra turn with half of the AP and MP. But he cannot attack. If the bounty hunter hits an enemy with an attack, they inflict the catch effect. The target suffers a penalty with the armor dodge. Plasma weapon expert, prediction protocols. But that's for melee weapons. Armor penetration could be good. Let's take that. So critical hits less damage to the Vanguard. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff that he could grab. Attack of opportunity, nah. Vanguard against Peril against enemies that consider Vanguard a priority target. Dodge penalty. Armor. This could go well with the taunt, actually. Armor increase. Not that he really needs more armor that much anyway, because he doesn't suffer any damage, but skill and talent. Demolition, athletics, Medicae perhaps this time. What do we still have left? Wildfire is cheaper. Burst attacks reduce dodge until the end of combat. Does not stack. Heavy weapons attacks are cheaper. And critical damage is increased. I like the dodge decrease. Common talent. Well, that includes his psychic abilities too, so maybe there's something there for him. Or a characteristic increase, which he could also benefit from. Dodge bonus could be good. Let's check these. Whenever an effect applied by the attacker increases the damage suffered by a target, this effect is increased by half. More toughness. When they heal. This only works if he dies. Oh, sorry, I didn't see the message. The campus island is owned by the college and it's a workshop with cars inside. It's like a garage with all small sectors, engine sector, body and paint sector. That actually sounds pretty good. Pretty fun, working on a car. I mean, it's not really my thing personally, but it sounds like a pretty cool thing to do when you're just studying. Like a nice break from just learning and just sitting in a classroom. That could be good. Veil degradation. You're good. How you doing, man? Damage. Veil degradation. Suppose you have a 25% chance to regain AP spent on psychic powers. My veil degradation is now lower. Also not bad. Resolve is increased by willpower bonus divided by 2. While veil degradation is 10 or lower. So it would be 3 extra. But I can give him better psi rating? But it says character level required 30. He's 27. How does that work? I'm doing fine, just fine. Just playing a little bit longer, but then I'll go and make dinner and stuff. Hymns of Hatred. Critical damage increase and it stacks. That's also not too bad. Edge of Dawn. Enemies suffer more damage. Let's just go with the critical hit thing. That sounds kind of fun. So we've got dual weapon combat already. Pineapple pizza nana, I had that on Friday. I'll just cook some fish, some prawns with rice and veggies basically. The fish and the prawns have been thawing most of the day, so they're ready to be baked. So it should be pretty fast. Just cook the rice, throw the veggies into the pan, throw the fish into the oven, then mix it all with some cream and spices and stuff, and then that's that. If I have some free time. What have you been up to today on a Sunday? This has an lethality chance to deal 5% of the target's max wounds more damage to an opening. And his lethality is often in the over 100, so that's not bad. Let's actually go for that. But an easy chicken curry today. And that kept you busy the entire day. Let's see if our stratagem can be used for 0 AP. Officer abilities. Orders to move themselves. Rear area allows priority targets for 1 round. Allies in the area dodge against other allies' attacks. How much? Double my int bonus, so that's 10, plus fellowship bonus, that's another 9, so 19%. Housework, cooking, cleaning, dishes, laundry. Then you were very productive, much more productive than me in any case. More deflection. I had thought hey, I could do some stuff today, look for more furniture or whatever, but I just lazed around. Backline. Critical hit chance. 3 plus int bonus, so that's 8 plus half fellowship bonus, so it's like in the 12-13 range. If there are no enemies in the backline area, the first attack in the turn made by every ally in that area costs 1 AP less. Huh? Better healing. Willpower resistances forced by other stratagem are made with a penalty. From allies under the effect of the stronghold system should have suffered an injury, they gain temporary wounds instead. Place of Citizens free tonight. Which one are you playing again? What is it, Odyssey? Or was it another one? So I kinda like the fire at will thing. Cheaper attacks. Odyssey. How far are you? How far along are you? Go for supporting zone actually. Okay, so fellowship is maxed, intelligence is always good to have. There we go. Where's my trader guy? I think I also need to pack some ship trophies. Shipping and transportation of goods. So they can have Dark Eldar trophies twice. 4 times. There you go. Anything I can buy? Nope, all too expensive. Do they like again? Holy gifts, heretic trophies. Holy gifts. They like Xeno artifacts. I have plenty of those, I think. But some I found my mama. Well, I don't know the story, so that doesn't help me too much, but like, how many hours have you played so far? Let's give them all the Xeno artifacts, so that's 3,000 points. Brings me to 6. Another 1,000, I could go to 7. What do they like as well? Jewelry. I should have some of that. 300. Just a bit of weaponry, why not? Uniform kits. 900. That's actually enough. 7. But I kind of... Oh, what's that? Calibrated heavy stubber. Could be fun, let's just buy it. You guys like heretic trophies, I should have a bunch of those. And Mechanicus creations as well. For obvious reasons. Don't I have heretic trophies? Apparently not. 60 hours so far, but then you're probably not that far in the game yet. There's probably some more stuff, a lot of more stuff for you to do. Okay, so we beat back the Dark Eldar fleet, we beat back the Dark Eldar boarding party. But there's still the gate. Can I do anything with it? No. Rogue train. That's a good question. I think it's like... By now it's probably in the 80s or something. Let me check. Rogue Trade I've been playing for 75 hours. And I'm still in chapter 2 out of 4 or 5. Because I don't know how long the later chapters are. Maybe they're rather short, but... And it's the reading. Like, reading all the dialogue out aloud, of course, adds a lot of time. Which, if I just played it privately, I could just like skip through it all, zip, done, next dialogue. There is a message from Grantis, Lord Captain. Our astropaths are receiving numerous transmissions. But no, those aren't ordinary messages. Each and every one is a plea for help. The Grantis is reporting a massive Xenos raid, and every mental image is transmitted as wreath and flame. Master Zachary is struggling to determine when exactly the invasion began, but all signs point to it happening shortly after your departure to the Cineris Maleficum, or whatever. And delay condemns the world to even greater suffering. Your people are begging for immediate aid. Great. So Dagonis there. I like the reading too, I'm just saying that it adds a lot of playtime when you read it out aloud. So I could spend the points to make a shortcut here. Otherwise it's 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps. I've explored, I think, most of the map that's available to me, so there's nothing here anymore that I can do. There was nothing to the north. There doesn't seem to be anything here. At least I didn't find any routes from this system. This one was also dead end, and there's a few down here, but that's for the next main quest anyway. Right, then let's just take the normal route back. One of the mechanic clans had sounded the alarm. The base ventilation systems have brought in the miasmas of some terrible disease that is killing dozens by the minute. Even more horrifying, the dead are rising to their feet and attacking the living room, while some of the corpses are losing their human forms altogether, turning into unspeakable warp beasts. It would be suicide for the troops who storm the bay. Only the fearless Lord Captain and his retinue can stop this plight. Okay, more fighting on board then. Right. Another boarding action. Game doesn't want me to go make dinner. Game wants me to keep fighting. Oh, I got some support. Plagued Undead. But it should be a relatively easy fight. Those are just fodder. So there's like a demon lurking somewhere. And let's see the issue. But they even have a bloody turret. Okay, this should... The fight should fight itself, basically. Abelard here, Heinrich's down there. Agenta can take that position, Pascal can just take that position. Let's go.
Not a problem for me. Forge ahead!
Maybe not hit Heinrichs in the back, please. Be swell. Oh, look at that damage.
Already
Gotta be
done.
high.
Nothing
Did you
I
play
can't
all of
do.
Skyrim? Like, did you do all the side quests and stuff? Or is that not like really a thing?
Suits my purposes.
Oh, there's a plague bearer. Okay, there's one stronger enemy there. Those are all just ones. Yeah, no high level enemies here.
I venerate you, machine spirits. High momentum.
Controlled shot. And fire. Only one kill. Disappointing.
I
Let's go
won't
for that
object.
first. Buff.
Let's see to it.
With a buff. And sworn enemy on the plague bearer. And opening on the plague
For
bearer.
the throne's glory.
And charge. Charge.
The Emperor is on our side. I won't object.
Still alive, eh? Okay.
But of course,
Fine.
I'm done with this one.
No enemies back there.
I'll see.
Well, let's just go crazy with him. Let's. Wait, let me think. Place him here.
Everyone, step aside.
And hit both of them.
Be gone.
And then if I place him there. So
I need
there.
a foothold.
You can hit both of them.
Let's see to it. Your reckoning is due.
And then hit
For
him.
the thrones, I'm done with this one.
And who's still alive? That guy? Well, not for much
I'll
longer.
put my psychic abilities to use. Let's see to it.
Ah! Ah, well, now he's just standing there like a fool. Okay. Oops. Whoops. The skull, do something. Oh, you can't. Oh, that's too bad. But you might be able to like do a double kill here. Try that. No, only one.
Terminated. Request approved.
Abelard is like wondering where all the enemies just went that he was preparing to defend against. Okay, right into the middle. Taunt them all. Nice.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
And yes, go for the
The stars
retaliation stance too. So he can probably clear all of these by himself.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. I am a navigator, not a as duty demands. I'm not accustomed
Field
to
degradation
being ordered
decrease,
around.
good. Glimpse of fate on
Isn't this a
Heinrichs.
job for the serfs?
And just kill another one of them.
Try to die with grace, at least.
Savage. And Counter-Strike. Bye! Let's see, area attack would clear the whole bunch of them. All of them though.
Running binaric override. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
For the glory of the Imperium!
Wait, he healed himself. Ow! What the hell was that? What's a turret armed with? Can't check. And another counter-strike. Even more, come on people. Give me a break.
All too easy. Ah, another clean strike! Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
As the Emperor commands, I act. You man who can escape the Emperor's justice. I'll do it.
Nicely done. There we go. One additional attack each turn. Yep, go ahead.
Will made manifest.
Doesn't hit any one of them from my side. Good.
Escaped the Emperor's judgment.
Nice.
I won't object to it. Let's see to it. I'm done with this one. I won't object. Your reckoning is due.
Where'd that guy come from? Do I have another plague bearer? Didn't see him. Alright then.
I will do my duty.
Try and taunt them all again.
Victory is imminent. At your beck and call.
You just melt some of the stragglers on the side.
As duty demands. I am a navigator.
The decoration down.
Servitor.
That doesn't go down anymore after that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered. Try to die with grace, at least.
Let's not pray yet. Let's make it pray.
Request approved.
How much damage can we squeeze out here? It's possibly even a kill shot if he hits. If he hits. Let's put some more damage on there. Come on, just hit.
Damage to bulk.
Almost, almost. 6 hit points. Already an outpost in Assassin's Creed without being detected by a ghost. Are you like going for a stealthy style in general in Assassin's Creed? Because I heard that Odyssey tried to bring it back a little bit, but I'm not sure, like, to what degree they succeeded.
Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost.
I won't go down easy.
So many bloody corpses. And so much trash they're carrying. Fun little fight. Usually this, but this is more combat oriented. Yeah, I mean, I saw a bunch of gameplay back when it was still new. Friend then streamed it on Twitch. And yeah, it was like very action RPG. Complete with boss fights in like the Dark Souls style and fighting mythological creatures and whatnot. And then like, hey, I found a better spear or lance or whatever. The gravity event again. Anything I can do with my colonies? Let's get me some trophies. Warhammer 6 again. Lord Captain, the astropathic choir has caught glimpses of horrifying visions coming from Warhammer 6. Something has breached the colony from underground. Soon after a new sector of deep tunnels has been put into operation, it was overrun by monsters. They lurk in the darkness, swarm in the shadows, attack quietly, and leave nothing in their wake, consuming flesh, plasteel, and rockreed. The chewing of 1,000 claws heralds their approach, and desperate cries can be heard in the silence of the tunnels. Praise be to the Golden Throne, these creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. However, they have seized several active mines and are doing Emperor only knows what. What are those creatures? None who faced them have survived to tell the tale. The frightened workers call them a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. They say that the enemies are vast in numbers and are insect-like. One of the workers who was lucky to survive the attack has since come up to the surface. The order of him mad, but he held a wrench covered with strange engravings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one on the mad convict had been etching through the walls. Not a bad game, but yeah, they are absolutely taking inspiration from Souls games. What's your favorite Assassin's Creed out of all the ones you've played? Well, take my advices. The threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is a top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by panel battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. The Ezio games. Yeah, I think that's like the... And I don't mean that in a disparaging way, but like the most common opinion, but I think I agree. I'm not sure which of the Ezio games I would pick myself. It's just been a long time since I've played them all. Maybe even Brotherhood. Kind of like that Brotherhood was only set in the one city, that gave it more focus, I think. But yeah, afterwards it didn't take a nosedive, but it just like slowly declined. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must blow up the tunnels, but to make sure that the plan works, it has to be done in zones currently occupied by this unknown enemy. I am sure that a dozen brave men can be found in the colony, ones willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and descend into the darkness with explosives. Okay, that's Pascal's plan for a counterattack. Gives me a fragment. Negates all energy damage dealt to the wearer, but it cannot occur more than 3 times per combat. Have them fight the invaders, same result. Choose convicts ready to return for their misdeeds to the honor of martyrdom. Give them explosives, send them to blow up the tunnels. We will seal our enemies underground. All allies gain 10 demolition and deal 10% more fire damage. I actually kind of like that. Heed my words, for I ask of you to kindle the flames of faith in your chest, against which no corruption can withstand. Making a sight of the Aquila with her hands, a dozen martyrs wearing explosive vests have descended into the darkness. Their belief carried them towards their gracious death in his name. A series of tremors shook the mines. Yo, see you later, thanks for dropping in. and the monstrous roars of crumbling earth fill the empty tunnels. Clouds of toxic smoke have erupted from the depths of the mines. The buckets of stone and dirt have separated people from these terrible invaders, whoever they were. Can I build anything new? That's all blocked off for now. Could still go for that, for more efficiency. For more resources. Oh, Viabus produces a lot of people now. People. A few chemicals as well. Glass steel. Hey, but I got the Xenotech. And Adamantine too. Well, let's make them dreamless as well. Execute. What about Diagonus then? If I have an Adamantine, I could go for the Arbiter Station. Give me the Boots of Victory and more security on the planet. Does this one again? Underhive gang wars will not renew generation of service of a rogue trader, both warriors and aristocrats. Melee damage and attacks of PG become stronger. This gives me navy points and security. Kinda like the Arbiter Station. I think I will build that. Unless there's anything else I can build with the Adamantium. This one is actually completely done. And here I can... This takes mechanisms, and this takes profit. Okay, so Adamantium is not the issue on the other colonies. Let's build the Arbiter Station. So much trouble with the bloody Dark Eldar here. Like Eldar to destroy, but I think I'll save that for next time, so I have like some combat to start with next time. Should be fun. So let's save here, because I really need to get going on my dinner, or I'll never eat something. Whew. But very fun so far. Very fun today. Killing lots of Dark Eldar is always good. So yeah, thank you all again for watching. Hope you had fun. I certainly did. And I hope you have a nice end to your week, a nice Sunday evening, and then a nice start into the new week, a nice Monday morning. See you later, Ungi. See you later, my dear Darby friend. And yeah, I'll just hope to see you all in the coming days. Maybe even with some Warcraft again, but I'm still settling the issue that led to all the crashes, so... Darby friend. No, Darby. Darby. D-A-W-I. But anyway, have a good one everyone. I just hope to see you all soon in the coming days. And be well for now. Bye bye.